On this episode of Mainline, we'll explore the hallways of high school and unveil the secrets that hide behind these classroom doors. An episode full of babies, crying, and screaming awaits. Jennifer is a 15-year-old girl who is only searching for security and a deeper relationship with her boyfriend, but when her pregnancy test showed positive, she wished she had never had that night with him in the supply closet.
Oh, good, Jen, you're home. Have you seen the latest episode of The Real Housewives?
I'm pregnant! I just don't understand how this could happen. To my Jennifer. I mean, I know how, but she's 15. Like, I know that 750,000 American teens get pregnant every year, and that 1/3 of teen girls will become pregnant before the age of 20, and that the main rise in teen pregnancy is with children under 15. But my Jennifer!
It's a long and difficult road in front of Jennifer, and we meet her here today to see how well she's doing.
All right, my little dumplings, I'm gonna learn you something about the ways of life. Don't have sex.
Too late for that.
If you have sex, you'll end up like that poor kid playing piano for therapists. Now, if you do, by chance, find yourself pregnant, let me tell you, you're in for a rocky road. A very rocky road. Not like the ice cream, which is very delicious, especially when you get roasted pecans on it. But you are in for the kind of rocky road where you're gonna hate yourself afterwards. Babies are a big, fat pain in the...
Da-da-da-da! I'm sorry to interrupt, Dr. Thrust, but I couldn't help but overhear you shouting from the hallway.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Yeah.
It is I, your English teacher.
And her wedded partner, also known as your math teacher. We couldn't help but overhear the word baby and just come rushing in.
You see, we have ourselves a beautiful baby boy.
You can convince my one student that showed up to never have babies ever, because all the other students did get pregnant, and they died.
No, that's the last thing we want to do.
Babies can be a true blessing as long as you're prepared and ready.
It's always best to know what is ahead of you and plan for the future.
Having a baby will affect you emotionally, physically, socially, financially, and intellectually. It is important that you make the adjustments needed so that when the time comes, you are ready to raise a baby.
That was Jennifer's sixth time in the bathroom today. Mr. and Mrs. have a sinking suspicion that Jennifer is indeed pregnant, and have set up a meeting with her in this very hallway. The question is, will they be able to help her? If so, will everything be smooth sailing for Jennifer? And if not, will she be doomed to live a miserable life? Let's find out.
Jen, how are you? Mr. and Mrs.
Right on! So hey, listen, the missus and I, we've learned a thing or two after having a child of our own.
We didn't have to figure it out by ourselves, though. This is great therapist, like really great. He'll tell you everything he needs to know. He's basically like a god, but for babies.
Yeah, a baby god.
I hear you're in a predicament, Miss Jen. Please, have a seat. Maybe on this bed, I don't know. Maybe you like sitting on the floor. You won't be able to do that real soon, so you can best take advantage of it while you still got it. Or I can still see it.
Who are you?
Oh, that doesn't matter. The question is, who are you?
I'm only 15. How could this have happened? I think, having a baby would be fine, but and I thought it'd be fun, like with my boyfriend, but it wasn't.
Well, you done goofed, didn't you? Didn't your mother ever tell you not to say yes when boys ask you for stuff like that? I don't know what 15-year-olds even win at. Good gosh, don't you have any decency, woman?
I'm 4 years old and I never kissed a girl.
How is this supposed to make me feel any better? I just feel worse.
You already made it worse. Don't you know what the kids at school are going to say? And those jeans, oh honey. Soon you won't be able to fit your leg in there. Do you struggle with depression? Because, yeah, you know, my friend, stress issues, you get them too. Do you have any idea what having a baby does to you?
Here we have the emotionally unstable teenage pregnant girl. It is very important not to provoke her. She may bite your head off. She can charge you at any moment. Her moods are very unpredictable. As you can see, she already has a case of baby blues. Contrary to what you may think, these creatures are not as rare as they appear from the outside. Teenage pregnancy happens to 1 out of 3 girls ages 15 to 19, making up a whopping 34%. 273,105 babies were born to teen mothers in 2013. About 820,000 girls are said to get pregnant each year. With statistics like those, it shouldn't be all too shocking that our young Jennifer is one of them.
There are ways that Jennifer could have avoided this situation.
Avoiding situations that make you feel uncomfortable in or pressured into doing something you don't want to.
Using protection.
Communication with her parents.
And most importantly, abstinence.
Well, now that she's gotten herself here, she needs some help.
Luckily, she's still got 9 months to prepare for the many years ahead of her.
Well, probably 7 or 8 at this point.
As we've stated before, it is very important to prepare yourself emotionally, physically, socially, and financially, and intellectually.
She's going to have a long road ahead of her preparing for all those sleepless nights. She's also going to have to get used to sharing everything that she's got and giving up her free time. Jennifer needs help. It'll be very hard for her to do this on her own. But she's got a support system that extends beyond her parents. There are teachers like the missus and I who will help her do what she needs to adjust.
When you're pregnant, it will be harder to do things that you used to, but it is still important that you remain active. Light exercise is always a good idea. You'll need to be eating nutritious foods and lots of it, and stay off that alcohol and tobacco.
When you have a baby, it'll be very hard to maintain a social life. Jennifer will have to quit soccer and drop any extra classes in order to take care of her baby. Only 50% of teenage mothers graduate from high school. But it's still important to beat the odds and get an education for the benefit of both you and your baby's future.
She's going to have to rely on her parents financially. Babies are expensive. Some ways she can save money in the process are buying things secondhand, getting hand-me-downs from older siblings and cousins, and cutting back on the extra things that she might want to buy for her baby. She will also have to get a job to help pay for doctor's visits and other extra costs.
Lastly, it is important to learn how to take care of a baby and yourself, which is what we are going to do now. You can find advice from your parents or other parents in your life that know what they're doing and have raised smart, healthy babies.
Jennifer will be all right in the end, as long as she prepares the best she can and doesn't try to do everything on her own. This has been tonight's episode of Mateline. Join us next week when we walk down the lonesome halls of Prairie View Nursing Home and discover the dark secrets of 107-year-old Mr. Winkle and his long-lost newfound collection of glass cats.